Kia ora koutou. Here we are at another instalment about ngā whakakāhore. In this video, I'll be showing you how to negate a whole range of different sentence structures using the kupu Ehara. If you haven't watched these 5 videos yet about all the different structures here, you might want to check them out first, because these are the language structures that we'll be negating in this video. If you're interested in watching any of these, you'll find them in the playlist that I've numbered here. In the video about rere kaimahi, when we went over the N and M class pronouns, we looked at these structures here to say who did something or who will do something. And in our examples, nāku te poro I whiu and mā korua ngā rihi e horoi. One is the past tense and one is the future tense. Then we use these structures in the video about rere pānga or possessive sentences, using nāwai and nōwai to say who something belongs to, or current ownership, or the relationship between two things, and māwai mōwai to say who something is for in the way of future ownership. In the videos about descriptive sentences and definite sentences, I showed you these 2 sentence models. In the descriptive sentence structure, we started the rere āhua with he, and then the 2 āhua followed by the item we're describing. He nui te whare. And then with the rerenga kōrero tautuhi, or definite sentences, our rerenga kōrero all started with ko. Ko ana tōku hoa, ko ia tāku hunanga, and so on. When we want to negate any of these types of sentences, including rere āhua, including rerenga whakaropu, or classifying sentences, rere kaimahi, rere pānga, rerenga kōrero tautuhi, we can negate all of these momo rerenga with one kupu, which is ehara. This is a sentence structure that also starts with he, but this one is a classifying sentence. This time we're using a tu ingoa to describe or classify the thing or the person, and in this case, it's the tāne. He kaihanga te rā tāne, that man is a builder. We negate it in a similar way to the previous example, starting with ehara, moving te rā tāne forward in the sentence, and then I te kaihanga. Ehara te rā tāne I te kaihanga, that man is not a builder. Here we have another rerenga whakaropu using a person's name. Just a reminder, when we use people's names in this type of sentence, we need to put a in front of them. He kaiako a mere, mere is a teacher, and the whakakāhore, ehara a mere I te kaiako. Mere is not a teacher. With the affirmative structure, ko tama te kai kōrero matua, the negation starts with the kupu whakakāhore ehara, and then the order of the negated sentence is slightly different to the ones we've been over so far. This sentence is one that starts with ko. Ehara a tama I te kai kōrero matua. Tama is not the main speaker. Here's another example using ko, this time with the 2 kapi ia. Ko ia te kaiwaiata paiake. He is the best singer. But maybe he's not the best singer after all. Ehara ia I te kaiwaiata paiake. He is not the best singer. Our next set of examples using our rere kaimahi structure. First up, we've got the affirmative structure in the past tense using nāwai. Nāwai te keke I tunu, and the answer, nāku te keke I tunu. Now to negate the sentence. This is probably one of the simplest sentence structures to negate, and all we have to do is drop our negation word ehara at the front of the sentence. So, nāku te keke I tunu, I cooked the cake, becomes ehara nāku te keke I tunu, I didn't cook the cake. Or It wasn't me that did it. The same negation rule applies to māwai, who will. Here's our affirmative example, māwai ngarihi e horoi, and the negation, Ehara māku ngarihi e horoi, it won't be me that washes the dishes. I'm not going to do it. The last set of examples where I'm going to negate these is rere pānga, or possessive sentences. We've got our N-class examples here, ngāwai and nōwai, to indicate current possession where the are and or categories come into play. And then our M-class possessives, māwai and mōwai, to indicate future possession. Here are the affirmative examples with their English translations. These are negated in the same way as the rere kaimahi, by simply adding the kupu, ehara, to the start of the rerenga kōrero. One other way of using ehara is in the saying ehara I te mea, which means it's not, or it's not as if, it's not the case. I want to finish by showing you the kupu ehara in a couple of well-known sayings. The first is with the phrase ehara I te mea, which means it's not as if. And here is the most well-known example of its use, Ehara te mea no nāianei te aroha. It's not as if love is a modern concept. Nō ngā tupuna tuku iho. It's passed down from our ancestors. And the last one is whakatauki, ehara taku toa I te toa takatahi, engari he toa takitini. So that's all about using the kupu ehara. Ka nui te mihi kia koutou. Hei kona.